So, yesterday I went shopping and I bought a couple of things that you can see here. Usually I would have spent 15 euros on them, but this time it cost me only 10 euros. What is the trick? You see, I've had my regular shopping list as always, but this time I also knew about where these items were on discount near me. The point of this example is what me and my team are working on. We realized that there's so much perfectly fine food to buy for cheap, but the way we find out about discounts is not really effective. It makes us miss out on many great opportunities that will benefit all of us, including planet Earth. To make it a bit clearer how much food we waste exactly, we throw out around 1.3 billion tons of food yearly, which is a third of all the food that we actually grow. The situation in our country is not much better. About 500 tons of food end up in landfills daily. These numbers alone might not seem that scary, but this quantity is pretty much the same weight as average 3 houses. And this is just daily. Ironically, on the other hand, the price of groceries is continuously rising around 3.4% every year. Unquestionably, by tackling the problem of food waste and the way we share information about food prices, even partially, we would be solving a real problem. And this is where our solution steps in. Eatix offers a simple way to share information about food on discount. The most important feature we want to introduce are active discounts updated regularly. We don't expect a lot to be going on some days, but that means we will have more offers than you can scroll on other days. Our future users will also have the option to search through exclusive offers or see what their nearby grocery stores have on sale. When it comes to the timing of our idea, we all know that food delivery apps and solutions helping to reduce food waste will definitely keep appearing. The technology does not stay still and it can benefit our planet while also saving our money. Based on our research, 4 out of 5 women would be interested in using our app. We picked exactly this group for our research because our solution would benefit them the most, considering that they're buying the largest amounts of food for the whole family. The market we would be speaking of is around 1,000 supermarkets and hypermarkets only in our country. There is around 150 grocery stores in Sarajevo, and we intend to get at least 80 of them to work with us during the first year period. Our direct competitors are so far only promoting PDFs of catalogs on their websites. Our indirect competitors are food delivery apps. They could be tough competition, but we still don't share the same goal, considering that they focus on selling and producing as much as possible for a full price, while we would focus on promoting products that have already been produced and are on discount. Since our customer base would be anyone using our app, but our primary income would come from grocery stores, our business model is B2B2C. We will offer cost-free services to grocery stores for a period of 3 months until we create a solid user base. After that, we will promote up to 100 products per month or an unlimited number of products per year for a price that will be based on the store's size and needs. And at last, what we are ready to offer is 10% of our company for 2 mentors and 7,500 euros. All of our potential funding would be used in areas our team can't cover, but are crucial for launching the app successfully. So far, we have contacted multiple grocery stores, but we've received the best feedback from Consum. And to make sure you remember all of us, here are my great teammates. We have 2 members with background in programming, and 1 in business and economy, 1 in agriculture and food production, and 1 in architecture/design. We're confident that we have what is necessary to make this idea happen, and we intend to keep working on it even after this program. Thank you for listening, and of course, we're always ready for suggestions.
Thank you so much, Eatix. Great presentation, Edina. Now we move on again to the Q&A part. I see Sanad has raised hand. Sanad, please.
Absolutely. Thank you for the presentation, first of all. There was one part of the presentation I didn't understand, and it was where there was a connection between getting food for a lower price and food waste. So if you can just clarify that part. And then also, I think you should really consider maybe partnering up with the companies that do have distribution for this, like Lova and Korpa, because the amount of time that I would have to waste to go between different grocery stores to get the cheapest price, I would lose that in time, and I think most people will resonate that way. But if you can make your order online and have somebody pick it up for you, and that's a business model that's already available. It's all over Sweden. It's a lot of competition in that. So that's just a consideration to keep in mind. So thank you.
Okay, about your first question, the connection between food waste and us promoting food that is cheaper is exactly because food that is on sale has best before date. And usually the strategies that are already used to sell this food in time are not that effective. So we want to fix this problem, and we want to sell the food in time while it's still perfectly edible. And we also want to make additional profits for the stores who will be working with us. And we are also aware about the fact that you stated when it comes to food delivery apps, we are not limiting ourselves to only showing the location and the products. But we think that for now, we should focus just on this throughout the program. And maybe later on, we would have the option to deliver food too.
Thank you. That clarified it.
Thank you so much, Sana. Great question, great feedback to Eatix. I see Nelson. So Nelson, please, the floor is yours.
Yeah, thanks so much for the presentation. I just have one question. How are you going to implement this in the supermarkets and grocery stores? And just as a tip, maybe look at Spark. This is a startup that does something similar, but more on the B2B side and not the B2B2C side. And they go through like, manufacturers who manufacture food and who also have sometimes an oversupply of food.
Well, as we already mentioned, we will have the trial period because we are aware that first step will be gaining users who will be interested in the products. So we decided, since we have everyone that is basically needed on the team to create the app, we will work for free for the first 3 months until the markets that are working with us can notice the additional profit we created for them. And once we create a trusting user base, we will have something to offer to them, and we will tell them that if they keep working with us, they will keep gaining that additional profit.
And how are you going to go to the supermarkets and collect the data to have the food that is on discount? Is there already existing systems in the supermarkets, or?
You're muted,
Edina.
Okay, I'm sorry. I've already said that mostly the products on sale are promoted through pamphlets. And in order to print out those pamphlets, the designers already have the PDFs and PNGs of all the products and the necessary information. So we would be collaborating with people who are already working on this. We would just be putting out the information on our app and not printing it out and leaving it in hallways.
Great, thanks.
Thanks so much, Nelson. We have 2 more questions. First one coming from Maida.
Thanks for the presentation. Just a quick question when it comes to the network of the stores. You did mention Consum, and what about geography? I mean, are you focusing first on I don't know, certain geography within Bosnia, I assume, and then you are thinking of spreading out more?
Our starting point will definitely be Sarajevo, including East Sarajevo, because we think that this area gives us a lot of opportunity to find ways to adjust and to upgrade the product. We don't know what kind of things we will have to handle, so we think that Sarajevo has the maximum of opportunities and the best options for us to develop the product in the right direction.
Thank you, Edina.
Thank you.
And last question is from Ned.
So I think this is great to see. First of all, a whole women team, and I'm really excited that this idea had come up because there's several successful companies in the United States that deal with this issue, wasted food. One of the ideas, and I don't know if you consider this already, but instead of going and direct with stores like B2B model where you would rely on them to sort of report or get their reports on perishables and food that's about to expire, it puts additional burden on them, even though there is obviously sales incentive. There's an application called Waze that's widely used for traffic navigation. So where all the participants in traffic basically report on incidents and things of that sort, so that everyone else in the network gets that information and benefits from it. So there's an inherent benefit from just users in this network of yours to report if they see some food in store or places where it's perishable or it's about to expire. So that network itself would be used. It will be self-serving and will be informing on this, so that you wouldn't have to rely necessarily on. So it will be sort of a combination of working directly with stores, but also leveraging your network to report on this information in different stores, which would actually expedite, and information will be much fresher, no pun intended, right? To be able to, for people to know where is the best place to go to buy food at discount.
Okay, thank you. I hope that we'll get a chance to discuss that a little bit more. It's very useful advice. You answered something that we've been wondering about for a while. So thank you a lot.
Thank you, Ned. Thanks to all judges and investors.